last in the TV and film section, the Batman. As we saw in the last trailer, they doubled down in this trailer. We're gonna get a very violent and angry Batman who will be just terrifying criminals because he's just brutal.
And I love it.
Yeah, and from the discussion they had before showing off the trailer, it sounds like Catwoman is going to be more like a Robin Hood type character rather than just a thief who's doing it for herself and money and stuff like that. Like she made it seem like she's doing it for people rather than just for herself. So that's interesting route they're going with that. And they're keeping the Riddler close to their chest. They aren't showing too much of him. And naturally, they don't want to spoil any of the riddles because people online would figure them out and probably, spoil parts of the plot. But yeah, I have a feeling at the beginning, I was watching some people react to it. They mentioned how that person was taken away at the beginning, and then you saw the question mark in the coffee. He was like, wait, was the Riddler the person drinking the coffee or the barista making the coffee? And I was like, what if that person—
He was the person drinking the coffee. He was the person drinking.
It would be great, though, if he was the one making the coffee and he wasn't even—
It would be, but the thing is, like, I saw like the casting announcement and everything, and I recognized the actor. I was like, oh, that's him immediately. Like when I was sitting there, I was like, they caught the Riddler in the first scene of the trailer. What did they do? Like I was a little confused.
Yes,
like what?
They could be messing with you now. It could
be messing with you. Could be a dream sequence.
Also, a lot of shots of him getting shot and just taking it. But yeah.
Yeah, no, that scene where he was walking down the hallway, he was like literally just like the Terminator, like just walking down the hallway.
That was
like, I was confused at first because I was really wondering if they're gonna make his suit like actually bulletproof. Because a lot of what they do in like movies and TV is like suits aren't bulletproof, but like you're gonna catch at least a glancing gunshot. Like there's no way that like people like Green Arrow, like the suit from Arrow is literally leather. There's no way he didn't get shot.
One in Batman vs Superman was bulletproof. He got shot in the head and he just got up and broke.
Yeah, no, that one was bulletproof. There's a behind the scenes thing where like in universe the inlining of the cowl is titanium. And that I was like, okay, that's really cool, and I like that makes sense. Like, if you catch a glancing blow, you're gonna like it's a bullet. Like, you catch a glancing blow, you have armor on. And I like Daredevil because even in Daredevil, Melvin, I think it was Melvin who makes this. It was like it might be able to like deflect a bullet like while you're moving or like as a glancing blow. But no, they made Batman's armor just straight up bulletproof.
He's just walking through bullets,
and not even like pistol round. No, those are like assault rifle point blank.
So
yeah, no, that was cool. That was cool.
Colin Farrell is unrecognizable as the Penguin in this movie. It doesn't sound like him. It does not look like him. That does not look or seem like Colin Farrell at all. I guess that just goes to show how good of an actor he is and how great the prosthetics team was, because that it doesn't seem like that's Colin Farrell at all. But yeah, I'm excited for this movie. There were a lot of good shots in this trailer that it's hard for me to just describe. You have to see the trailer yourself to really understand how good this movie looks. And you said they were making a Catwoman show. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're making a Catwoman show. Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah, that's dope. I'm interested to see this Batman universe fleshed out. Speaking of which, me and you talked about this before, but I like that that DC is no longer just focusing on trying to catch up with Marvel and make a connected universe. They're doing their own thing, and they're still going forward with that connected universe. But on the side, they're also like, we're gonna have solo films that aren't connected to anything else but themselves and whatever else they decide to add on to it, like TV shows like they're doing currently. And I would love to see them do more of that. But with how grounded this version of Batman is, I feel like we're not going to see the more fantastical and sci-fi aspect of potentially of his rogues gallery, like Clayface or Man-Bat or Killer Croc. I want to, because I feel like the Killer Croc we got in Suicide Squad, there are aspects of it that I like and aspects of it that I absolutely hate. One, he was a racist caricature, like completely. It was horrible. He was also really short, and not really short, but shorter than most people standing around him, which is weird for Killer Croc. And he looked like a bobblehead because his body was so thin, but his head was big because of the prosthetics. when he took like his jacket off and like jumped in like some sewer water or whatever. It was weird. But in terms of the way the scales and stuff looked on him, actually, I really like that because it reminded me of Batman the Animated Series, where they lean into the fact that he's a regular dude, but with a skin condition. So he looks like a regular dude, but he has these scales and these claws and these sharp teeth because he has this medical condition. And I like that. And I would love if they were gonna do a more grounded version of Killer Croc to have him be just a really tall guy, a really tall and buff guy, but with scales and claws and sharp teeth. That would be pretty cool. Like I wonder how they're gonna how or F they would even, make grounded versions of these more fantastical characters like Killer Croc, Man Bat, Clayface. Because I want to see those characters a lot. Anything to say before we move on to Suicide Squad and Gotham Knights?
I feel like they could really lean into the sci-fi elements and the more fantastical elements, but I just think that needs like the universe needs time
Yeah,
to grow first. Like give it like maybe like two movies and like a
yeah.
couple
I
seasons of the
wonder.
TV shows.
Yeah, for me, it's a matter of will they grow? Will they grow out to make it more fantastical, or will they stick to the grounded elements and try to make those characters more grounded?
I really think they're gonna grow out. Like I'm at least from like some of the stuff Matt Reeves has said, some of the rumors I've heard, I think they're gonna move to more fantastical. And I really hope they do.
Yeah, because yeah, he has a lot of great characters, but a lot of characters that off top, if we were just focusing on this movie, wouldn't really work with the kind of tone that they're going for.